No idea right
Oh,
now.
there's another one. Another plane just hit. Right. Oh my God! Another plane has just hit.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
母親面してんじゃねえよ
Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? It's G's Dog Radio, August 8th, 2019. What's so funny?
Never mind. It's
So
not
funny.
August 8th, but it's alright.
Alright. It's about 11:30 p.m., August 8th.
It's not
We have
August 8th.
Brett with us. He's the only one with us tonight, starting out in G's Dog Radio. We hope the audio is good. It's our first night using this audio equipment. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with how Brett is doing tonight. I'm going to go ahead and go get our first news story. So how you doing tonight, Brett?
Good. Over to you.
Alright, everybody. We're going to go ahead and check out news. What's some of the better news? Let's go ahead and check out a certain type of news.
Okay, and this is what happens.
Alright, so we got this story here from the Washington Blade. I've never really heard of that news organization. This came out a few days ago. And we have Trump saying that I've done very well with the LGBT community. So what is Brett? Now, Brett, he's an avid member of the LGBT community. And so, from the inside, Brett, what do you think he's done good for the LGBT community?
I don't know. I'm not really a member, so couldn't really comment on that.
Well, you're kind of born into that kind of group, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really a part of it, so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think...
And no.
Yeah, well, you are.
Well, okay, let's move on to something else. How about?
All right, okay. We'll just agree to disagree on that one.
Sure.
Okay. What do we got here? Oh, this one. God damn, stupid. All right. San Jose, California, of course, raises a rainbow flag as LGBT Pride Weekend gets underway. All right, what do you think about that, Uncle Brett?
Seems fine to me. I don't see a problem with it.
Okay. So,
The police are supporting the LGBT people.
okay, well,
Now, what are your views on that, Sage?
the thing about LGBT, all right, is they already had a month, and now they have a weekend. Also, oh my God, I don't know. There's so many ways to go about this story. Police Department Friday and the only law enforcement agencies to counter show support for LGBT communities flying a rainbow flag at department headquarters. So, in a way, Brett,
You can see him getting mad right now, by the way.
all right.
It's all over his face.
So this came out about 3 hours ago, so it's pretty recent. So why are police caring about this at all? What do you think that is?
Just showing support for the community like the police should.
Okay. So
He just keeps highlighting it over and over. I think he's just seething with rage at this point. He can't even make out words.
it's just that
How about we move on from this topic? You seem a little agitated.
no, we gotta come. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. Under the new Safe Space Initiative, I've heard of that. All right. Safe Space is a nationally recognized. Look at this.
And there it is.
A rainbow-colored safe place decal at the entrance of their location.
Textbook definition of triggered people. Here it is.
No. Here it is. What's going to happen to them if they walk into a Walmart? Like, what's going to happen to them? Why do they need a sticker? And then they're like, "Oh, thank God, there's a sticker on this window. I'm going to be safe." You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You think it's a waste? It's a waste of energy.
Obviously not, because people don't feel that way because they did it. So
So, would you feel safe going into a Japanese store?
what?
Would you feel like safe just walking as a gay man? Would you feel
I'm
safe?
not a gay man. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Would you feel safe walking into a Japanese store without a sticker? No stickers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
Wait.
the difference? A strong
It's
message to the
your-
community is that the police department takes these crimes seriously. You know what I like about Poland is they don't have any protected classes for LGBT. You know?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I don't necessarily agree with that, but
Well, so why exactly?
well, you know, it's just You know, it's G's dog.
I don't know how it is G's dog. Explain to me, G's dog.
Well, he's, you know, let's move on to a different topic.
All right. So
How we talk about the hashtag you were sending me over Facebook? It was what was it? Hashtag Back to Africa. Can we talk about that?
well, it's not exactly news, so we'll get to that in the opinion section of G's dog. We'll get to that in the G's dog opinion.
G's dog opinion of the week section.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be a little bit later. All right. So check out some other news. What we got going on here? Oh my God, have mercy. Prince George loves ballet, and the ads are getting to me. I can't read the story.
Okay, just go back then. This is a really shitty website. Great program we got going on here. You don't even know who that is, do you?
I don't know who this is, but his money harmed the LGBTQ people.
And what do you think about that, Sage?
I think, there's like
Just say what you feel. Don't try to dance around it. Just
there's
he's happy that happened is what he's trying to say.
there's a time and a place.
Yeah, and
There's a time and a place
All right.
for these sorts of things, and I think America is the time and the place for action.
Okay.
The time and the place for action.
That reminds me of a song you showed me earlier today. Time and a place for action.
Huh? Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and read this. I want to know what he did. He did not come out for marriage equality. Okay, here's the thing about marriage equality, all right? Okay. They don't deserve anything. That's the thing about marriage equality. All right,
Why?
we got to change. It's pretty obvious they don't. I mean, it's,
Why?
That has its roots in religion, so it's something they should
But
just
there's
stay away
also
from.
financial aspects of it too.
That's what I don't like. That's why, it shouldn't have been that way at all in the first place.
Why?
Because it should just be strictly just like a traditional religious thing,
Why?
Because that's how they made it. They're basically taking it. And it
Who's
really is the
they?
government's
I don't understand what you're saying.
gay mafia.
Okay.
Anyway.
This is like conspiracy theory zone, I guess.
You just got. All we can do now is pretty much hope that the West doesn't spread to a lot of other countries. Countries that do things right. I feel countries that do things right, like of course Poland, of course Bulgaria, of course Hungary is another one. That Russia does things very well. Saudi Arabia does, but the skin color starts to get too dark for me to appreciate what they do as a
I can't
person.
believe you just said that out loud. There's no way you're gonna post this online.
All right, so let's see what. So here, what I like. I just clicked on this news. CBS or NBC. NBC group connected to Polish LGBT-free zone, which is good. They were given out around the PIS region where they have control, which is around like more eastern part of Poland, and now apparently it's spreading to the U.S. And this is that glimmer of hope that I was talking about earlier. That glimmer of hope,
I don't know if I'd call it that.
Why not, Brett? So, you keep claiming to not be part of said community.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep claiming that, despite.
No, I'm not claiming.
Well, no, it's a claim. It's a claim, and in my opinion, it's a lie.
Well, see, there's the thing, because it's my fact that I'm telling you. So.
It's not a fact.
What? Okay.
And there's a term for that, and it's called locked in the closet. That's the term. It's
Okay. All right.
So
This is a
someone.
all right, folks. This is a classic case of projection. He's been doing this all the time. For some reason, he calls me gay all the time without.
He
reason.
defends them too hard.
And it's like.
I'm like I could say something like, "Did you hear like LGBT shot and killed a man?" And he'd be like, "Good. I'm glad he's dead."
That's okay. That's not at all what I would say, and you know that too. You're just making that up.
Well, it sounds like something you'd say. That's
No,
for sure.
okay. So you put words in my mouth when you actually would. If it was the other way around, it said someone shot and killed an LGBT guy, you'd be like, oh, that's good. See, and there it is. There it is, folks.
No, it's not.
This is what I'm
what
talking
they
about.
should
He's
do is-
projecting his.
What they should do, I feel like they should take them and put them in a little group.
So you want apartheid?
Yeah. So well, in a sense.
That works.
So what were we talking about?
Okay, can we just stop? I know you're not gonna post this online, so there's no point.
Well, no, I mean this is going offline no matter what.
There's no way you're gonna post this. You'd be way too scared.
All right, so here we got.
What did you just bleep out all the racist parts and make it seem like you're like
Racist.
yeah.
Name one thing racist about this. It's a discussion. Sometimes it gets a little political.
Oh my god!
It's just
you
a
literally were saying the skin color gets too brown in Saudi Arabia for my liking.
For my liking, but not for their liking. This is why I appreciate. This is
you
why
don't like them because of their skin color. I don't understand how that's not racism.
This is why I appreciate differing viewpoints.
Okay.
Unlike you.
See, there's a difference between appreciating differing viewpoints and appreciating racism, and
I'm respecting their culture by not forcing myself on it. By saying
but
you
that
do
still
you.
doesn't mean you don't
do you.
feel those views of racism in you, which you do.
People like to throw the word racist around like it's something like.
Maybe that's true, but it's definitely the case that you're a racist. So I mean,
well, that's a huge. Well, no, it's not a huge claim. No, but I'm just saying in general, just throwing that word around has lost all meaning. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that
kind of a little bit maybe.
it's
but
lost all meaning. So
not all meaning for sure. There's definitely meaning to it.
that's certainly not in my direction.
I know it's not to you because you just live with that daily. So it's
So what were you saying about?
Well, you want to get back to the Back to Africa thing? You want to talk about that now?
All right,
Cheese Dog opinion of the day.
All right, so moving on to the opinion section of G's Dog. I'd like to. Brett wants to go into the. Let me hold on 1 second. Get the headphones around. Wires getting in my way. So the opinion section today, Brett wants to discuss is the Back to Africa campaign. The theory. There's a theory, or not an alleged. What would you call it? Alleged or?
I don't. This is all you, man. This is your opinion time.
It's not my opinion. It's a.
Yeah, it is. You told
it's
me.
like a theory.
On Facebook.
It's an idea that's floating around, and people are like, if we.
They can't see your hand motions. I don't know why you keep doing that.
If we think about it, then maybe, we can all come together and make it possible. Does that make sense? So what is the Back to Africa campaign, Brett?
I don't know. You texted it to me. I'm pretty sure from what I gathered, is you want to send all the black people back to Africa and pay them to move out or something.
Okay, see that's a grave misunderstanding.
So why don't you explain what it is?
So what Trump should not could do, what he should do, what Trump should do, is create the Back to Africa campaign or Back to Africa fund. The Back to Africa fund. What that does is it creates money for the relocation process of.
Creates money or takes money?
Well, it'll gather money, maybe taxpayer money. I don't know, but anyway, what it does is.
Oh my god, that's such a ridiculous. It's taxpayer money to send people back to Africa. Jesus.
So what they do is they can say
sorry.
all right, I want to I'll go back because they're always complaining about oh well we were brought, it was slavery times, we were brought over against our will, so what you do is send them back and they'll be happy there in whatever corrupt nation they go back to, and then a few people can stay, a few of the more intelligent people can stay, but what it does is give people an opportunity to break away from this alleged racism that for some reason people think is going on in America today. So, what are your thoughts, Brett? I'd like to hear.
This is I kind of wasn't paying attention, but that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So instead of calling political facts dumb, why don't you?
I got a question for you. Do you think culture should change?
No.
No.
But I'm mostly worried about.
Okay, so
Wait.
you don't like when cultures change. You want them to always stay the same. So, what do you think in the 1800s of Southern culture of slavery? Do you think that should have changed, or do you think we should have kept that?
You know, I mean, I wasn't
that was
alive back then.
That was a change of culture. You know, something you don't like, change of culture.
It's tough. It's tough.
It's
but,
tough. Okay. Yeah.
But
see,
also,
it's tough.
You know, slavery. Everybody had slavery, so you know, if it didn't end for them, then you know, everyone else would have been a slave too. It's not just like a culture.
I mean,
just to
no,
the southern states.
That's a dumb argument. I mean, it's like saying like, well, you know, if murder's gonna happen here, it's gonna happen everywhere. So we might as well not stop the murderers here. That's like a. That's not
I'd say
that.
What matters most, really, when it comes to the tradition, is having the people of the pure race to carry on that.
This is what I'm talking about. He says he's not racist, and he spouts this kind of bullshit. It's like
there's nothing wrong with being.
There's nothing wrong. See, he's getting like he's about to cry. Jesus Christ.
There's nothing wrong with having pure Aryan blood.
We gotta end this garbage.
All right, Brett. So your thoughts on that?
Please just turn this off. We know no one's gonna ever hear this again. So,
I mean, it's radio. It's already live coast to coast.
It's not live. Why?
I mean, we're live. Like I said earlier, we're live coast to coast. Shut that thing up! It's a radio show. Later, you can play a song. We're gonna have a music section in G's Dog Radio. No, it's not. Now it's not the time for that music radio. In just a little bit, I can hear your opinion. Or right now, I can hear your opinion on. So, why do you want the world to race mix and become? Well, I mean, at that point, I
don't necessarily want the world to. I just don't really care what happens.
And see, he says things like this. He says things like this, and it just makes you wonder his intentions.
Oh, where's my water?
His intentions, like his globalist intentions.
God, I had this.
To misogynize Europe, which is going to happen first. We all know. The next one would probably be. It's hard to say next. Maybe some type of South American country, something like that. Basically, no one's going to realize something's wrong until it's too late, and by that time, then we're kind of done at that point. You know, no one's going to be able to come back from that. All right, we're going to go into our music section.
Why won't we be able to come back from it?
Well, once we've race mix, like you want your intentions to race.
When I say want, like I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying I don't care if it happens.
So
it's not like a thing.
If in the West, if in all Western countries they made a law against race mixing, which they had before, by the way, and then unfortunately we lost that kind of law. We lost that law.
Had a lot of bad laws before, so I don't know why.
Well, I mean, bad law is an opinion. Bad law is an opinion.
I guess so.
There we go.
So you don't think we should have? What were you saying? We shouldn't be race mixing? Is that? You like that law?
What would be better is if people just had the mentality not to race mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that it was a law. Like, you know, people wanted to do it, and the people who fell through the cracks would be punished. That's the kind of
fell through the cracks is the term you're using to describe people who are race mixing.
The rebellious ones. The rebellion, basically, to clinch the rebellion. Maybe, you know.
I think the majority of people are against your idea, so I don't think it would be the rebellion. I think your idea would be the rebellion, and then like the majority of people would be like, you know, normal.
Normal.
Like you're probably like
normal.
What your view on that is probably, I don't know, 1% of the U.S. population.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure that's probably accurate. Probably even less than that, honestly. But yeah.
So all right. So back in 2015, Craig Cobb in Leith, North Dakota decided to start a white supremacist town. What? People stopped him from doing that.
Protesters.
So why did they stop him from doing that?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them? You just, every single time you bring up Craig Cobb.
Yeah. Yeah, you try to take over a North Korean town.
Probably because they've dealt with, you know, we've had a history of racism and violence going along with that racism towards black people. So when people hear about, you know, a guy making a white supremacist town, they automatically associate with that with, like, you know, the Klan, which I'm assuming he was probably part of, right?
I don't think so. He wasn't born in the U.S. That's not true right there. Where it says born in Missouri is not right.
Mm-hmm. And where are we basing this information off of? Oh my god. Can you take me home now?
Nah, I mean, right now we're kind of in the middle of a interesting discussion. So, I mean, people just look up Leith. Everybody's listening. Look up Leith, North Dakota, and get the right opinion. Get the right opinion on Leith, North Dakota.
You're going to be 1%. Why don't you ask your favorite YouTubers what their opinions are on that?
Which one?
Let's see. Let's see what Amazing Lucas would think about your views on Leith, North Dakota.
Isn't it better that certain people with certain ideas can, like, get in one group and just be cohesive as a group?
I mean, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Not if the
I'm G-Dog and G-Dog?
Not if the ideas are bad.
I don't G-Dog think that way, G-Dog.
Okay.
All right, so what was that G-Dog song you were G-Dogging earlier? It's our music hour.
What song? What are you talking
I'll
about?
go and look it up. You can go ahead and serenade the audience to some saxophone.
What do you
call this G-Dog song?
G-Dog.
All right, go for it. This is G's Dog by Brett Tiberious Thaman. We're going to go ahead and listen. This is a song Brett likes to listen to on the weekends.
Not true.
It's by Prussian Blue. It's called Aryan Man Awake. This is a song that Brett sent me. He said, give this a listen. I really like the message behind these lyrics. But, I'm the only one who can hear it, right? Give this a little listen now. I'll skip to the lyrics. The lyrics are what matter.
Built with his own hands. When a mother's fairy children belong to her no more. And black masked men with guns, compassion.
Oh, shoot. Shoot.
Wait. What songs does this guy have?
I messed up.
How does this guy have this random... How many videos does this guy have?
I don't know.
Hey, there's another one.
There's a couple.
Are they all racist?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
It's so weird. Oh my god, is that live? The one on the left?
I don't know.
That's them older. That first picture was them like really young.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
How old are they?
I don't know. They're probably dead by now. This is like
Dead?
2002.
Excuse me? So they're like our age? They look older than that. Let's listen to... Wait, scroll on more.
This is as far as it goes. He doesn't have much on here.
Oh, look, the SS March from Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. Why do they have that on there?
I don't know.
Oh, I think we know why, let's be honest.
I don't even know what that is.
Wolfenstein 2 is a video game where the premise is that the Nazis won World War II and they took over America.
You're into that thing, aren't you?
And
That sort of thing, yeah?
And you're playing a character who's trying to kill the Nazis.
Oh, another thing you'll find
So-
on some of these... Hang on. 1 second. You want to see something crazy? Oh my god. We can look at the comments on these videos here. Even... This isn't the guy. Hang on. Alright. Ian Stewart Donaldson is this guy
Is this another racist thing?
who... He's from England, but he talks about America a lot. But he uses American symbolism like this. And these comments... I didn't like that. But
Oh my god!
with some of these comments...
So the comment was white and proud with an exclamation point, and it was already liked by Sage, and he unliked it there, so...
Anyway. Someone get a little crazier.
It says AKA the Klansman.
Yeah, aka Rip, the great late Ian Stewart. He died in a car crash in England
Okay.
in the 90s. If you can see the state of Britain today, which is pretty true. So there's also...
Why not? I want to see more.
There's actually no more. That one doesn't have a lot.
Oh.
This one had a little more. I can't remember.
So
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's called hate rock, Nazi rock, and oi rock. I don't know, like, oi, I guess what it is.
Red flags, Mayday. There's gotta be a better way.
Down. Montana leaderless resistance. All commies must die. Hail Ian Stewart, not it.
Go down.
The only good commie is a dead commie.
That's like
U.S. based boy. So anyway, like, we're trying to stop. We're trying to run a professional. Okay. The smell is what it... Stop waving. God, oh my God.
It's not that bad, dude. I smelled it. It was not that bad. You got way worse than I'm in the car.
Oh my God.
That's good. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Oh. All right. Well, I think we're after that. I think we're definitely done tonight on G's Dog Radio. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to tune in next week about the same time. I have no idea when we really get started. It's pretty random, to be honest with you. Anyway, but tune in next time on G's Dog Radio. Really informative radio. It'll keep you up on current events. Yeah, just see you next time. It's been fun.
G's Dog.
Have a G's Dog night.